Welcome back to Fab Automotive Detailing and Tour Reviews. In this video, you guys, we're going to talk about how much YouTube paid me in 2025, plus what I made off sponsored videos, off links, Amazon links, stuff like that. We're going to talk about that all in this video. Let's do it. So I know this video is a little bit different than what I normally do, and it's honestly kind of out of my comfort zone just a little bit talking about money because I really don't like talking about money. Money does not rule my life, but it is nice to have some money to help me get through life, right? But I think it's important because, for one, I have a lot of people ask me, what kind of money do you make off of YouTube? Of course, I tell them, so here's what I make a month, it's a lot of times an average, with your amount of subscribers, which I have 58,000 subscribers. I've been doing this for 8 years. I wish I was a lot further along than I am, but it's not that big of a deal to me. I'd love to get the silver play button, but subscriber count does not matter. Not even a little bit. Views is what matter. As long as you're monetized, if you can get millions and millions of views, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. It doesn't matter. Because what I've noticed is when I watch channels, including my own channel, that I have 58,000 subscribers, I might get 1,000, 2,000 to 3,000 views per video, depending on what the video is about. I'm not getting 58,000 views. Not all 58,000 subscribers are watching my videos. So subscriber count doesn't matter. The views are what really matters more than anything else. I do not make a ton of money on YouTube. I have a list from last year, including everything that I wanted to write down, that I wanted to remember to talk about in this video because I think it's very important, like I said, to be transparent. We have all these YouTubers now that are getting paid to make videos, live streams for companies, and they are not putting up their paid promotion on their videos. They are now that it's kind of been brought up, but they weren't doing it before. It was very, very dishonest to all the viewers. So I thought that I would bring this video to you guys and just show you guys what do I make with 58,000 subscribers, what I make last year. So I'm going to start from, for some reason, it doesn't have January. It has this January, this year on here, not last. So I'm going to go February through December and tell you guys how much I made per month. I'm going to give you guys the total, and then we're going to go over a lot of other stuff here towards the end. So last February, I made $588.41. March, I made $628.70. Now this is highest to lowest. March, April, I made $495.53. May, I made $805.42. June, $793.92. July, $827.06. August, my birth month, $702.08. September, $746.77. Kind of seeing a pattern here. But then something happened in October, and I made some videos. I don't even remember what videos they are, but I made some videos. One, I think, was the Sunfire heater. And my views really went up. I mean, there's a spike on the analytics right there. October, I made $1,301. That's my best month of 2025. November, $1,172.48. And then December, $1,251.84. So those of you that are at home keeping track, other than it doesn't have January on here, I made 7% less in 2025 than I made in 2024. I made $9,975.94. Okay, remember, that's not taxes. They send you a 1099. 40% typically is taxes, right around the 30 to 40% for taxes. So I don't make anywhere near that $10,000 mark. But it is nice for something that, I make some videos, I upload them, you guys watch them, I put some commercials on there. Now, the way YouTube works with commercials, you don't pick the commercial you want. I wish you could, but they don't let you pick the commercial you want or how much the commercial is going to pay you. We have no idea. You just pick how many commercials you want. It automatically puts them in slots for you, and then you can go in if you want to and move them around. Sometimes I don't have to because it's like, okay, those are spaced out good. Sometimes I open it up and there's 8 commercials in a 10-minute video. I'm like, no way, I'm not making my subscribers. So I'll take it down to 2 commercials. If you guys watch those commercials all the way through, that's how YouTuber makes money. If you skip, the YouTuber makes no money at all. It's just in case you don't know that. The next thing we're going to talk about in this video, because we're talking about how much money I made in 2025, basically from YouTube, everything revolving around YouTube. How about that? Sponsored videos. I did $0.00 sponsored videos. I don't do sponsored videos. I don't get paid, $1,000 to make a video, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. If you do, that's great. That's awesome. If you want to do that, I have been offered money. I was just offered. I have a scanner back here I'm making a video on soon. They offered me money, and I said, no, I don't want any money for the video. Just send me a scanner and let me test it out. If I like it, I'll make a video, and I'll put a link in the description of the video. But I do not ask for money. Maybe I'm wrong in doing that. Maybe I should be. I've been making a lot more money. But I think that once you accept money to make a video, in my opinion, this is my opinion, once again, it's my opinion, not a fact. I heard that somewhere recently. I think it kind of taints the video. You lose you lose your audience a little bit. You can be 100% honest, which I always am in all my videos, but you can be 100% honest in a sponsored video, but nobody really believes you because it's a sponsored video. So just kind of take that with a grain of salt as far as that's concerned. So the extras on YouTube, I made $0.00. That's memberships, super chats. I think there's like some type of coffee mug, all the extras. I didn't do any lives this year, so I can't get any super chats. I used to get super chats when I did lives, but I didn't get any this year. And I don't do any type of membership fees or anything like that. So $0 on that. Now here's a big one right here, because all these YouTube, it happens on YouTube everywhere. It's not just a detailing community, but all these detailers that are making videos on detailing products, when they say, check the links in the description of the video. Now I'm not this way, but these guys are. They're not telling you. Click the link in the description of the video. It's going to take you to Amazon, or it's going to take you to their store, whatever. They're getting a certain percentage of money for when somebody clicks on anything for Amazon, or if they buy something off, let's say that sends you to my website, you would get a certain amount of money from that. And I don't pay for somebody to put links. I don't have somebody put their links in my videos, in their videos, for me to make the sell and then pay them something, because I don't do that to companies. I think that if a company has built a reputation, a company's trying to build a reputation, who am I to take all of their hard work, right, and then tell them I need a percentage of your hard work? That's not right. If you want to send me the product, like these I get scanners, I get all kinds of stuff. If you want to send it to me, you know, let's just consider that a paid sponsorship, I guess, if you guys want to do it that way. Because I've had people say, well, yeah, but you got it for free, so it's considered paid. Okay, but it's really not according to YouTube. It's only paid if you're getting money actually exchanged to make a video for somebody. But these guys that have these links, they're making a killing. So, I mean, ask them. Put in the comments, say, how much are you making on your Amazon? How much are you making on your YouTube? Because I think that it should be out there. Just for transparency, because if you guys knew how much these guys are making just on Amazon links, and it's not jealousy, because I really could care less. I don't need YouTube to survive. I don't need it. If you knew how much they're making on Amazon, because I know some guys that do it, that are making $10,000, $15,000 a month just off the Amazon links. I made $540 the entire year on Amazon, but I don't ever say, hey, go to my links, check out Amazon, and go and buy something. I've never done that, actually. My Amazon link is just in there. If you guys click it, cool. The one thing you have to remember about Amazon, so if you go to my link or another video's links and hit their Amazon, and let's say you don't buy what you're looking at, but you scroll to another page, and let's say you buy a $1,000 pressure washer, I just made money off of that. Even though it's not in my store, I made money off it because you used my link. So that's why these guys are like, hey, all the stuff on Amazon is in the links, or there's guys that all they do is review stuff that comes from Amazon only. That way, you don't go to another website, you're going to Amazon. It's smart. It's very, very smart. They make really good money like that. But I always think that we should just be honest about stuff when it comes to stuff like this, because making the money off of somebody's back, I think you should be kind of honest about it. All the links in my videos that I put, so let's say I made a video, I'm just gonna say turtle wax, because turtle wax is right behind me, which I didn't make a turtle wax video this year. And if I put their product in there with a link in there, or even Diamond Protect, here you go. I've made several Diamond Protect videos, and I put a link in there. And if you guys go there and you use my discount code, you get a certain percentage off. Here's how much money I made on links this year. 0.00. When you guys can go use the link to somebody's website and you get a certain percentage off, let's just say it's Fab 20 and you get 20% off, or Fab 10. I think it's Fab 10 for Diamond Protect. You get 10% off. They're not paying me a commission. I have companies all the time say, hey, you're going to get a kickback. That's what they always start with. When, hey, we want to send you this and we're going to give you a discount code and you're going to get a certain percentage. I always tell them, I don't do that. In fact, I have proof on what's the phone you guys are on there from multiple suppliers that are like, really? You don't accept? No, I don't. I'm not making money off of your back. So basically, that's how that is. The video is good enough. The product you sent me is good enough. In 2025, I gained 4,027 subscribers. I know YouTubers that make that in like a day or two. So that's nothing really that big of a deal. 33% less than 2024. And then my views were 1,314,728 views. And my RPM is actually pretty high for YouTube. At one point, I was up over 950. And what RPM is, that's rates per million. So every 1,000 views, I was making over $9.50. My average in 2025, I averaged it out, was $7.30 for every 1,000 views is what I made. So a lot of you are gonna think, Fab, why are you making this video? That's because I think that we've kind of lost our track in the detailing community, especially on YouTube. It's been tainted for sure. Nobody believes, like I had people comment, I don't know how many times a couple years ago that, hey, you know, everybody's been exposed. We know you're getting paid for every video. I'm like, dude, I don't get paid nothing for my videos. I get paid $0. These videos I do for fun, to bring to you guys, to help you guys, stuff like that. Is it cool to get paid? Yes, it's cool to get paid. It's great to get a little bit of a paycheck every month from YouTube for the hard work I put in, because editing takes a long time. It's not easy. Making the video is the easiest part. It's the editing and answering the comments and keeping up with your channel and the narration and your links and, you know, all that stuff. So it is nice to get paid, but I think we've lost the community somewhere where nobody believes anybody now, because some people were exposed for making money. There's nothing wrong with making money, and as long as it says pay promotion at the top, then you know going into the video, okay, cool, this is pay promotion. He made some money on this. I'm gonna watch it. I wanna see how well this product works, and then I'll make up my mind from there. But you guys, if you have been on YouTube at all in 2025, and you see all these live streams, people joining these live streams and having their own live stream for this company, and it does not say paid promotion, it should be, because I know 100% without a doubt in my mind, because I've been told, people are getting paid for every single one of those live streams, or they're getting paid weekly, basically on the payroll of that company to do these live streams. If my channel gets hacked and removed, or somebody hacks it and it's gone, you guys are gonna know what's up, because that's happened a lot here recently. And if you don't know anything about that, just look into it. There's a channel that lost his entire channel. It is so hard to grow a channel. Fine Detailing AZ in Arizona, he lost his channel. I feel so bad for him. He had just reached 10,000 subscribers. He had a lot of videos. He was making money monthly off of YouTube. And you got to remember, he has a store now in Arizona and a website. And YouTube is the greatest platform to get free advertisement for your store or for your website. And that is gone from him now. I feel so bad for him, but his channel got hacked and it is gone now. And then I've heard of other things happen on Facebook and on Instagram, and it's just kind of suspicious to me. So I guess if I lose my channel and it gets hacked, I'll have my answer as to what it was. But I just think this video was very important to make, to just be upfront honest with you guys, because I do get a lot of comments, people saying that you're getting paid, you're not being honest. I'm like, no, I'm not getting paid, and I can't make anybody believe that. I can show you how much I got paid the entire year. I can show you that I made nothing, but yes, this is in my writing, because I just know that I didn't get any sponsored videos, because I don't do sponsored videos. I was offered them, but I don't do them. I didn't make any money on links, because I don't accept money for putting links in videos. My Amazon is $540 for the entire year. I'm not making a killing on that either. But like I said, I don't need my YouTube channel to survive. I don't. We're doing just fine. We don't need it. So it's really not that, the money's not that big of a deal, but it is nice. I would like to hit that 100,000 subscribers though. I'd love to get, at least hang that silver play button up before I just finally walk away from YouTube and just kind of be done with it, because I'm burnt out. I'm kind of over it. But I tell myself that, and I tell you guys that, and then next thing you know, I'm like, okay, I gotta make a video on this. Okay, I gotta make a video on this. And I get excited again. And then I put hours and hours into a video and I get 500 views. I'm like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm not doing this anymore. It just is what it is. It's the ups and downs of YouTube is what that is. So I would like to know what you guys think of this type of video. Did you guys like this? Was it something you learned something from? Was it something that maybe you didn't know all this stuff was going on? Or say, hey, Fab, keep that to yourself. That is nobody's business of what's going on. I think it is, because you're kind of our bosses, because you guys are watching. We're making money from you guys watching. So these other YouTubers that have all these Amazon links that are making thousands and thousands of dollars a month, or these YouTubers that are making tons of money off sponsored videos, they should be upfront and just be honest with you guys. And if you ask them, they should just be upfront and honest. Yeah, oh yeah, I make a lot of money. Because I think if you start doing that, people are going to start watching videos again. People are going to start saying, okay, I know he's making them, but he's being honest about it. That's just my opinion. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. I love reading your guys' comments. I appreciate you guys so much, more than you guys ever know. It's been 8 years. It's been 8 great years. I enjoy my Fab family, my Fab community. I wish I had time to do live streams again. Maybe 2026 we'll get back into doing some live streams. And I really do appreciate you guys so much, more than you ever know. So thank you guys so much for watching this video and checking it out. If you did like the video, give me a thumbs up. The thumbs up helps this video get into the YouTube algorithm and get out there to other people. Hit that subscribe button while you're down there. Try to get me to 100,000. That'd be awesome. And we'll see you guys in the next video.